that like button in 10 seconds if you believe NBA 2K25 is scripted, man. Pay attention. Melatotis, he has posted how to speed boost on any build, okay? But this is NBA 2K25 Pro Play, okay, guys? This is Pro Play, okay? Now, will this be fixed? No. Again, people who are investing in their builds aren't being rewarded because you could do things like this on builds that don't have any attributes. Look at this, guys.
Speed boosting, by far one of the most important moves to getting open.
60 overall, 610, doing this.
2K, I'm here today to show you how to do that on builds all the way up to 7-3. Does not matter the
Come on, bro.
ball handle. Let's waste no time today, man.
Come on,
Let's
bro.
get straight into this hand cam. Y'all know what I say, man.
Come on, man. Now look, to a YouTuber about putting this out there, or some random putting this out there, instead of focusing on them that create the game, that get paid to create the game. Stupid, lame, sellout, sucking, envious. Who the creates the game and tests this? What are you talking about? They get paid to make the game and balance the game and then to patch the game. Just like that, it's just like the super off-ball Dex Omega Shenron. They're poor that instead of roasting the devs who create the game, they get paid to make and balance the game. You worthless, then who is for that are the same that are gonna be using it. Literally, their whole play style is meta. See, look. Here's something people aren't touching on, right? Almost no one in this world has integrity, especially over a video. Let's speak facts. Cheese based off their skill level, if they can do. I guarantee on my soul, if these old head negative 1% casuals knew how to left, right, spam on 2K22, for instance, they would be doing that whole on my soul. I promise you, any type of cheese, they would do it. But the thing is, there's skill cheese, and then there's cheese that don't take skill. They usually do the cheese that doesn't take much skill. Then they whine about the other cheese that takes skill that they can't do. It's a huge problem in all gaming community. You know, people be trying to talk about some more high ground when they don't have it. Like, for instance, I could be doing that L2 nonstop winning every game, but I have some integrity. I'm capable of doing it. A lot of people aren't capable of doing the shit they taught, right? They don't have integrity, dog. Like, they be about the ISO or dribbling and shit. They can't even do it. Imagine that person wouldn't talk like that if they could do it. Let's expose this. You don't have integrity, you feel me? But be talking like that, you feel me?
Look, I've played 2K since 2K13 on the 360. When all there was matchmaking, right? There's something off about this year's 2K.
Yo.
And I've played video games for 20 years. I know something's up. I get a steal and it goes back to the other team. We block somebody 90% of the time, it stays in their possession.
Damn shame.
Something's up. I don't know. Games are closer than what they need to be. I have 4 or 5 purple characters. Let me just show y'all a couple clips. Like in this one, that's obviously a steal. It goes perfectly for him to get an open layup. We get the block, and there's 3 of our players under the rim. And how do they get that? You know, and it stays in their possession. This is another clip. We get a turnover here, but no biggie. We can make up for it. When I tip it, it goes directly to the dude who has an open lane. We slow him down. We stop him because we got good defense.
Wang playing God?
And watch this play. Okay.
Wow. Mike Wang, why?
Okay, and in this clip, I'm on my 99 3-point build. I have Legend Limitless. Green, right? Okay, cool. Next play, same shot, same timing, same everything.
They really
That's crazy.
Simulation?
That's wild. There was no skip lag. There was nothing. I've dropped 154 points in 2K20, 2K22. Not saying I want to or I need to or that I'm good enough to do it now. But my point is, if I know my shot, I know my shot. Okay? So don't try to gaslight me and tell me that I didn't release something on time when a game ago in this current 2K I went 15 for 15 from the 3. And it's the timing of all this stuff. It's what do y'all think, man?
I definitely know NBA 2K25 is scripted. If you don't, you are a smooth brain. You don't have working matter in your brain. And you just suck at all video games, okay? This is being implemented more in online games, more by the year. Gambling tactics, guys. So if you don't think it's real, you are a moron, okay? There are actual badges that literally, what is Comeback Kid, guys? But what y'all not understanding is it's built into the game even more. Even Chris Smooth, lame, one of the who have ruined the game you love for himself and others, right? Sim Nation spokesman. What does he say? Shot clock cheese. There are hidden things in the game to swing the game a certain way for engagement, optimize, whatever the hell, EOOMMM. It's happening way more than it used to. It's always been in the game, okay? But it's happening way more at a way stronger rate to where it makes the game damn near unplayable, guys, okay? They really hit it hard with the shooting. It's really in there when it comes to it's really bedded in this hole, and it's not good, okay? But they think this is better for the negative 1% casuals, the Sim Nation guys, when it's not, because millions know what you're doing, and it's just gonna break the internet. And we're mad. I'm furious. Even NPCs, they're furious. People aren't stupid. It's never been a thing like 1, 2, leave them open. 1, 2, 3, leave them open. I literally just played Rec live. The center was 3 for 3 from 3 on a big. That means he's a good shooter. At the end of the game, he was 4 for 11 3. Bro, that's corny. Come on, bruh. Now, because there's so much envy and hate and whining and crying, this is why they're doing this, right? People are about a player they'll never play. So they're just ruining the whole game, making it slow and clunky, controlling your shot. You can't do this too many times. You better switch it up and fade the midi, but they're controlling your reality. Y'all want a game like that? Anywho, guys, now badge plug post, it's severely under talked about. Now look, this is the ranking system that they promoted. It's false advertising. If a nigga is sucking 2K, he is an enemy of dark. He must be stopped or worse, okay? It's just pathetic, man. Just pandering to the bigger audience of just negative 1% who just hate people who have clout and numbers like that. Look at this. Number 3. Okay, there's about 150 days left. It's been about 6 months or something. I don't know. And they still haven't fixed this in the ranking system. Now, we pay 100 a bill, but will still suck 2K and praise them when they don't deserve for no reason, dog. Look, another 30%. Why? Why are we praising? This is why games can get this expensive, because there's so many low-life, hating, crab in the bucket suckers that defend the game can't get loud enough to make me shake up. It's 100 a build, and they still have rank system problems, guys, all year. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. Y'all niggas is crazy. Now look, I wanted to show y'all something, right? My boy Cleaner, he posted a clip from 2K15, and this is gonna be an example to show y'all that NBA 2K15 had peak realism, peak realistic dribble moves that were effective that they removed. The game has not gotten more realistic. Think so, you're an idiot that doesn't understand the game, and you're probably defending the era, trying to feel special or something. I'm not attached. I'm beyond that, okay? Higher. I've been playing since the first 2K. I'm an old, right? Look at how he's dribbling, and I'm telling you, could beat the meta cheesers, the left riders, whatever the meta is. This basic realism. So all y'all that love realism and all that sim, you would love 2K15 way more than newer ones that they mask as realism, because they're not. Your responsiveness, all that peak, bro. Okay? Would you prefer left, right, or like this? Now look at this. Look at this. Look how he's dribbling. This is all realistic, guys. Look at the fluidness. It's not glitchy, bro. It's not too fast, bro. Look. Hesitations that they removed. You know, certain shit they were, bro. You know, look, bro. Is this too cheesy for you? Is this too cheesy? If you think this is cheesy, there's so many sequences y'all aren't seeing to where he gets some type of launch, and the smoothness, y'all aren't seeing it probably because you're just an NPC, right? But they remove this type of shit, and it makes it to where a bunch of styles can't be effective on all levels. You're forced to play a certain way. In this era, in these games, you could chain off of so many different moves and be creative. You could be a sim guy beating some little cheesehead, right? You ain't doing that no more. Unless you just running through them and dribbling through the legs and all that strong handle cheese. But this basic, look at this, bro. Look, that behind the back, it's gone, bro. Look, the pull through, the hezzy off of shit. You know where it's effective and you're not paused. You can shoot instantly. Crossover 16, but he doing it through crossover 2. So it's really something. Look, this is all realistic, right? Look at this. We got Cobra, okay? Haven't been this bored with gaming in a long time. Got me playing poker. But this is a statement. He don't for 2K25, man. But they created the game for like that is a sign. That is a sign. Swante always right? How many more years are we gonna keep playing 2Ks? I miss playing a fun 2K. People gotta understand the repercussions of what they're begging for and what they're fighting against, right? Look, now he's talking about 2K15, but people say this is the most arcade 2K. This is a sim guy in the post. So I always tell y'all, bro, you know, 2K15 was peak realism, being able to keep up with the comp. That's how you have to create these games. Or you just make to where a cheesing, but y'all claim to hate, is taking over. A Laker fan made a tweet. I took a 3 or 4 month break from this game because why? I didn't like it. After the time away, I'm here to enjoy what I can for what it is. Make the most of it. My question is, what kept you all playing it who hated the whole time? Now to hate the game, and he's still defending it. You can't make this up, dog. You cannot make this up. People are tagging me in other tweets saying that he was trying to cape for the game and all this other shit. It makes no sense. I'll never understand a who hates the game and still defends this. It is weird as fuck. This is a very easy thing to answer, guys. Me personally, I don't play the game very much. Maybe in a 2-week span, I might play a few rec games, like 3, 5, all depends based off the whole. Is that really playing the game? A lot of people y'all see talk about the game, they're not playing it. Where is this myth talking about stop playing the game? There's a lot of who are on Twitter or comments, they're just talking roasting the game, saying shit they dislike. Almost everyone who watches me on stream, they don't even play the game. That's for a lot of streamers. A lot of who watch 2K content, they don't even play the game. But let's get some more context. Some people could love basketball, okay? This is the only basketball game. That's a great reason. This is very basic reasoning, guys. Basic. The 2K community, how close tight it is, and you know how they know certain people. There is no other game where you can go to the Hark or the Rec with friends and play like basketball and things. There's no other game like that. So 2K has it in a chokehold. I would say basketball is the sport that most people in America that played the most. Like just casually, like just going to go, like everyone shoots hoops and just dribbles around, and you can see NBA players' face. So people grow up into the sport. Like there's a culture. You know, there could be some things you like and some things you dislike about it. For some it's their job, and some just like to hoop over other games. It's very basic, bro. And also, you can still have fun on something that you don't like very much. Literally, if you have friends or whatever, you can have fun on that is a horrible product. It's go to their job every day about their wife 24/7, and they complain about their kids and they keep making news. They complain about America, they still here. They complain about the cops, still call them. They complain about trash food, still eat it. It's life. That's what everyone does. Everyone does it, man. Everyone does it. Now, Laker says, I say this with no disdain for how it's been the past few years. I think the game, now he's saying that because he doesn't want to hurt his 2K connections, guys. I think the game needed to switch up in build style. I think it's time 2K goes back to a more restrictive builder. There's some cool, new, innovative ideas, even better. But I think it's time for a switch. So we can pay 100 on builds to role players. I'm good laughing. Now look, the thing is, if you truly understand 2K, which I think I'm one of the few people that actually understand 2K, because it's not about the build system. That's just fluff. It's marketing. It means nothing. It's all about the gameplay balance. It's all about the gameplay balance. How much does the 99 still matter? How much does the 95 still matter? How much does the shooting matter? The gameplay creates the builder. The builder is a facade. The gameplay, every single rating, the actual movement, what's effective in the game, the actual gameplay balance affects the builder, right? For instance, the damn 99.3 on 2K25 is nothing compared to the 99.3 in a previous two, or a 93 even, you know? It's all about the gameplay balance. So it's really not anything to really even debate. Like for instance, if you look at 17 builder, you know that build would destroy a 2K25 build, even though the 25 build would be way more OP, right? It's all about the gameplay and actual movement and like that. So I don't know if the community is actually gonna figure this out, but you should, instead of talking about a builder, you should instead ask for gameplay from a particular 2K that you fancy, instead of saying all this nostalgia. Now Dignified tweets out, I just hope 2K brings back a pure green window next year. Having to predetermine what shots you have to take before you score is crazy. It really is. And this is put into the game to try to create a simulation, a fake scripted game, okay? Mike Wang is playing God. I think it's corny. You're wide open at the midi, you have the ratings, you paid for this build, you have the appropriate timing, you have the ratings, the badges. You should be able to go 7 for 7 from midi. They're leaving you wide open, bro. It should be fine. Same with the 3, you got a 99-3. You should be able to do it. Play defense, use your ratings to stop, right? But if you're wide open, you should be, good players should be rewarded. Everything in life should work, right? It shouldn't be to try to cater to this and that. You guys, the cheese that y'all be worrying about, you barely play these. You know you're a casual. Like, you gotta chill out. You fit the game for yourself. You feel me? There's a reason they implemented the RNG this strong, man. It's corny. I don't know, man. You gotta chill, man. All the griping. Man, let's get a fun 2K, bro. Now look, Badge tweets out, remember when making a shot in older 2Ks meant you had a better chance to make your next one, right? That's more realistic, guys, okay? Them trying to force all this, it's corny, it's fake, it's fraudulent. Oh, he's hot, you know? He's getting hot. Like, they're leaving him open, they're playing bad D. Like, guys, it's a video game, bro. If you can't guard, then just get better, or get off the game, right? Like, it's not that bad to where they gotta script the video game, guys. This crazy. Anyone defending this, they are. I'm not gonna hold this crazy, man. Now Luck tweets out, the next gen gameplay ruined NBA 2K. Facts. Y'all not ready for that argument. A game being realistic causes issues nowadays. I wish y'all would stop repping arcade and talking about realism, not realist. The older 2Ks, they were more realistic than these games, guys. Slow and clunky does not mean realistic. You should say they're trying to be realistic. You guys should say the game is more casual, okay? It's not skill-based anymore, because a NPC, which is majority of the NBA community, they think you sound like an idiot when you say like this. How are you going to connect and understand other people? But then he says, where everyone is bored, gameplay feels it's overall not enjoyable. It feels clunky. Real life is not clunky, okay? Most successful 2Ks are arcadey, let that sink. I think they're more realistic, okay? Now Dime tweets out, blaming pro play for glitches that have nothing to do with pro play, but want the devs to take y'all serious. Dime, you gotta use your IQ, dog. A lot of y'all, some of y'all be saying this, you have to be idiots, man. What? This game is promoted as realistic, right? So if I make a tweet saying, look, NBA2K25 pro play and shooting full court shot, I'm saying this is not realistic. It's sarcasm, okay? They say people who are sarcastic, they are higher intelligence. We have to get our IQ. We have to get our IQ up. Now this guy says, it's the games. They legit complain in every gaming community, 2K, Madden, Call of Duty, Rivals, Assassin's Creed, Mafia. It's the weak generation of men. Now look, in everything in life, you can always find someone complaining about something. But we got to talk about the complaining from being weak and trash, and then the complaining from at the top. Like, they're not whining like little, there's that are actually good, and they're like, yo, this suck. Can we get what we paid for? You know, it's two different levels. Now look, he talking about complaining, right? I want to show y'all the Twitter. Look, all you see is complaining, right? Arguing. All you see is complaining, bro. All you see is complaining. On my soul. Got something right here. Got something right here. Got something right here. You see, there's plenty more. You be hypocrites. Hey, but I love 2K16 and 17. Now, Iggy Mo tweeted this out for views. I don't think he actually believes this. But he said, can y'all please give it up? NBA 2K16 and 17 is never coming back. Then, you know, I'm trolling right back. But the thing is, you know, a lot of the people who came later in a certain 2K era, they now sound like the 14 through 17 era, you know? They're like, man, I wish the game was like 18, 19, 20, right? They're like, I hate these newer 2K. They sound just like talking about how they miss 2K20 this, 2K19 this, but then they hate it being like, yo, it's just a 3-year difference. You wish it's something will come back from 5 to 7 years ago, and I wish it's something will come back from 9 to 10 years ago. It's the same, literally, right? Literally, it's the same thing. I don't know. I think niggas crazy. But yeah, y'all click on the video on the screen, man. It is hilarious. Random rec videos. Y'all check out the last 2 random rec videos. You will laugh. If you don't laugh, I owe you $7,000. And if you want to watch my super toxic stuff unfiltered, you can sub to the Patreon. You know? Link is in the comments.
But hey, here we go again. Yeah. Here we go again. People talking this, but when this hit the fan, everything I'm that made me. Now break it down. Yo, off the top of the dome.